With the hype going around Skywalker Saga's juggles and combo game, I wanted to do some digging on past LEGO games to see if there was any build up to this. I did end up finding LEGO Ninjago, and honestly it started out really strong. It had some fun looking attacks. One was even playing off Ninja Gaiden's Flying Swallow by calling it the Swooping Hawk. So I was like, okay, I was ready to see what they had in store for me, especially since I've been away from LEGO games for a good while, because how could I ever pass up the highest point of my life, playing LEGO Indiana Jones on the DS in the Walmart parking lot. What an amazing time. This is Combat Overview. In these series of videos I go over just that, the combat, to be a visual manual in a way and to give a more in-depth look into what a game has to offer. Because too many reviews gloss over gameplay, calling it a button masher or giving it the blanket statement, it's like DMC. Square is our base attack, having a combo that'll loop back into itself. But yeah, just be ready to press this a lot. Moving forward and pressing square will have you rush towards an enemy to close the distance. Triangle will just switch characters. Different characters with different weapons, but they all pretty much play the same. So yeah, we instantly lose some layers because there's no heavy attacks and no different playstyles. Circle will put away your weapon, and holding it will charge up a character's elemental attack, which I never really used in a fight. We jump into X and we do got a double jump. There's even a unique follow-up attack off both jumps. Square after the first jump will do that Flying Swallow attack, and hitting someone will actually have you bounce back up, staying in the air, and then you're able to chain these. So it's basically just Sonic's homing attack. And attacking after the second jump will do a slam, which is a good way to do some crowd control. We can't block, but we do have a dodge on R2. It actually cancels our attacks, which is wild, but trust me, it doesn't really matter much. On our HUD, we got our health, and all these little logos underneath just shows your weapon, your ability, or elemental power. After some time, you'll notice that this glow around your portrait, and even your hands will be on fire. Well, this lets you know you have a fully charged super attack, and by pressing circle on an enemy, you'll start this mash square combo. But yeah, how exactly do we fill this up? I have no idea. There's no meter to let us know, and it could be after a certain combo threshold, but yeah, it's hard to say. Enemies are usually just cannon fodder. Some will do this strong wind-up attack shown by this logo appearing above their head, but just gotta stay away from them and you'll be fine. Some enemies will even block your attacks, and the only way to open them back up again is by doing air attacks. Now there's these shield enemies who have that same logo, but for these guys we can actually press circle to counter them, I guess, but we can only do this kind of thing on these enemies only from what I noticed. But yeah, doing that will disarm them. Enemies will also get dazed, which seems at random, maybe because it took heavy damage, but yeah, just go up to them, press square, starting a mash combo. But yeah, it did seem they were planning to have different enemy types. They actually gave this one a whole intro vid to give you an idea, but this was tossed out pretty quick by the looks of it. But yeah, the game even has these challenge dojos to focus on combat. They're basically arenas using the wave-based setup, just fighting enemies back to back. And by the end of it, there's a boss for you to fight. Yeah, at best I was hoping for a decent beat 'em up, but it's very simple. Bit mind-numbing at times too, and it looks way too busy and way too messy. The camera will zoom in, the camera will tilt, there's a screen blur, flashing lights, and all the Lego studs are all over the place. They really wanted to overstimulate the senses. The game does have its moments where it does look nice, but yeah, not for too long. And even though you play as ninjas with all these different magic attacks and weapons, most of the game is just puzzles. It seemed like it anyways, because anytime we did have combat, it was over as soon as it started. But yeah, it just sucks we couldn't get an action game by LEGO, where each ninja had their unique nimpo, and wild combos like a Ninja Gaiden with all their wide range of weapons. You just never know.